Hi, my name is Luke Seven. I'm the owner of Father Sky Films and the creator of the feature film Deck Hunters. In order to sell this movie to you, I thought it'd be nice to come back to the cabin where I filmed the movie Deck Hunters. In fact, I'm sitting on the very deck that you see in the movie where the guys do their famous shooting scene. As I talk to you, bear with me because we're going to have probably a little sound issue. We're going to hear some of the wind. You can hear some of the snow melting, but you know, right now talking to you, it's not about any of the technical film movie making stuff here. There's no big sound crew, movie crew, whatever. This is just me talking to you about the movie that I wrote, produced, and directed. The profile itself on Flippa is going to tell you all about the information you need to find about the movie, but this video is going to be telling you a little bit more about some of maybe the personal stuff of the movie and why I'm selling the film. Deck Hunters is a drama. It's a family film. It's for the whole family to watch and see. It's a great film for a sportsman. It's a great film for anyone that loves cabins or the outdoors and wants a good laugh, wants a good movie to watch with a group of people. This is a movie for people to watch on a hunting trip, go into the mountains in your camper, or with technology today, a DVD player by the fire outside. This is that type of movie to watch. The entire family can watch it. If it had a rating, it would definitely be a PG rating in my opinion. So yeah, Deck Hunter is pretty much a hunter that doesn't leave camp or the cabin. He hangs around camp, he hangs around the cabin, and he kind of ends up hunting off the deck. So a deck hunter is pretty much a hunter that doesn't leave the campsite or the cabin, and that's the term I branded, Deck Hunter. Deck Hunters is a film about my character in the movie, who is Chance De La Cruz, and he is a former baseball player who walked away from the sport of baseball and decided to go on one last hunting trip with his buddies. This is really a movie about friendship and bringing your friends together. I basically made Deck Hunters to get my feet wet, basically. Get my first experience behind the camera as a director, as a producer, as a writer, and I did what they call a one location shoot. But I didn't just throw an idea together to make a movie just to get some movie making experience. For me, this is a heartfelt movie that I put my heart into writing. So I'm selling Deck Hunters because when I finished this film, I took about 6 months off. It went to post-production, and I made another movie called Father Son, which is a motocross movie. I spent another 2 years shooting that film. I can't market Deck Hunters, finish my motocross movie, and shoot my car movie. I just can't do that all at once. I'm not a large enough production company to do that. I have to get real with myself, and I've got to let this movie go so you can make some serious bucks. This movie's taken up 4 to 5 years of my life. I've done all the hard work. Now you got to take it and you got to run with it. And you got to make some serious money. Okay, abundance, it's unlimited, man. It is absolutely unlimited. And you know what? People that have the money, people that are out there making serious money, there's something so beautiful about that because they just know the money just keeps pouring in. It just keeps flowing. They don't ever expect that to stop. I look at some of my friends in Los Angeles or filmmakers that I know that are just making so much money. And it's a beautiful thing, you know. They're not these villains that people make them out to be, but you know what? They just keep expecting the river to flow, and it does. And if you have that in you, if you're making money in other areas of your life and the money just keeps coming, it's going to happen with this investment. Take it, run with it, make some serious money. The movie's done. It's been written, produced, directed. We shot the film. The poster's made. The DVD is made. The website's together. All the hard work is done. I personally believe this movie can generate you $200,000 to $300,000. If you don't believe that there's independent filmmakers out there making $30,000 to $40,000 a week, this isn't the film for you. Don't buy this movie if you do not believe that independent filmmakers are out there making that type of money when they have a good week. Bad week, I've heard, is a few $100s. A great week is $30,000 to $40,000 in 1 week. It's not going to be difficult who to go after and who to sell this movie to. Right away, coming out of the starting gate, you want to go after hunters. You want to go after that demographic, and you want to target hunters. We know how popular hunting is. Businesses, stores, the resorts, market to them, tell them you have a movie that you're selling 20 copies at a time, 100, 1,000, doesn't matter, but get this movie into the video stores in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Craig, and some of the surrounding cities near Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Get it on the shelf. You need to read the book that I'm going to include. And no, I didn't write this book, and there's no kickbacks on this book, but there's an author, an independent filmmaker who wrote a book, who made $30,000 to $40,000 in a week, who spells out step by step how to make this money. And it's not just him. There's other filmmakers out there. There's other production companies that have the system down and the model down, and they're making this type of money. Are you going to allow yourself to make this type of money? When you buy this film, you're getting the worldwide rights. It's yours. You own the movie. Okay, so this is what you can't do with the movie. Okay, you can't re-edit the movie and try to make it the way you want it. That's just not realistic, and that's not what's going to happen with this movie. When you buy the movie, you get a master copy of the DVD, and that's what you're going to take to companies that are going to burn you high quality, large quantity copies of the film, okay? Other things you can't do, you can't take the music, and you can't make a soundtrack, and you can't go out and just try selling the music. It's not allowed. The music that comes with this film is only allowed in the movie itself. So we know you can't chop up the movie, you can't re-edit it, you can't go and do things to it that you want to do. The movie's done, it's mastered. You get the movie how it is. There's no altering the movie. There's no changing the movie. Okay, so I owe it to you to tell you the things you can and can't do to the movie. I'll be happy to answer any of the questions you may have about this movie, about this investment. All right, look at your screen right now. Those are the numbers you can contact me at. See that email address? It goes directly to my phone. Email me. I'll do my best to get back with you right away. Call that phone number. We'll talk shop. I'll answer the big questions. So right now I need to say goodbye. Not just to you, but to this movie, to this film, and to the cast and crew, and to the characters of Deck Hunters. I gave you my heart and soul, and I have to say goodbye right now. There's no doubt about it, man. If you're hanging around the cabin and the campsite, you're one thing and one thing only. You're a deck hunter. Don't forget it.